You see me crossing waters, land and repeat. We don't fear no plan to retreat. We cross land and sea to greet thee. We be in and out these cities, Jews on journeys, juking beatings, raised to the faith on time. We leasing landlord great. Yeah, we ride on GP. We be in and out of traffic, then we gone. Government steady wondering what they did. Service, sealing service, what we own. Best believe the Father's head is here. Fear. Psalm 111 and 10. Gotta pray cause the day draw near. When he raised from the grave and them slaves on slave. But until that day, small victories here. Like yeah, we did that, but we not done. Yeah, we won't get back. In that day we gon' pop some. Now we don't run. I die deep, not the one. Gotta grind cause the time gon' come. When he reveal your lie and he crack that sky, a lot of people gon' die when he block that sun. Christ said these heathens is nothing. Wouldn't eat them on blast. I dare these demons to open fire hill. Hold up, D. Yeah, they all gon' see. Try to defy like pistons. I'm not missing. This my mission. Named the redemption, ain't playing no victory. Made me vicious.
We go the distance. Across the waters, teach our people. This is a mission. 12 tribes worldwide. This is redemption. Yeah, yeah. This is redemption. This is redemption. We go the distance. Across the waters, teach our people. This is a mission. 12 tribes worldwide. This is redemption. Yeah, yeah. This is redemption. This is redemption. We go the distance.
Put us on slave ships, took us on long trips, beat us with bull whips, and to the flesh rip. This show no mercy on us. The Lord's curse is on us. He sick you demons on us. You made us shark food, use us for gator bait, and our wives you raped and didn't hesitate. And when we tried to escape, you cut off hands and feet. And when we cried and pleaded, you hung us from a tree. You burned us from the cross, then sold our children off. Drug us from pickup trucks here in the deep south. You burned our churches down, destroyed our family structure. You killed the biggest, strongest male till it's still a horror. Put us in cotton fields, pick your tobacco. We serve Jim Crow and them black coal. Put us in human zoos to entertain you. And when we tried to raise up the dynamite blue.
Christ, our King, is coming to save us. Christ, our King, is coming for vengeance. Christ, our King, is coming to save us. Christ, our King, is coming for redemption. Christ, our King, is coming to save us. Christ, our King, is coming for vengeance. Christ, our King, is coming to save us. Christ, our King, is coming for redemption.
There's no equality, we still in slavery. So why you begging for rights that you would never see? You say I am a man and black lives matter, but they don't hear your cries cause all they see is cattle. So they step you with a brand and I ain't giving you is nothing. You go to college, prison, frat and do the same damn thing. We mentally destroyed, they change our true God. It's either worship Caesar bow or you get a sword. You tied us to a horse, then tore us apart. We were strong-willed, so you attacked the heart. You did just rape women, you raped the men too. They call it bug breaking, then now it's LGBTQ. Now we brainwashed, call it Stockholm. Taught us self-hatred, so we kill our own. This is misery, PTSD. Now we frozen in the dead state, yeah, we the walking zombies.
Christ, our King, is coming to save us. Christ, our King, is coming for vengeance. Christ, our King, is coming to save us. Christ, our King, is coming for redemption.
Lord, please come and rescue me. This ain't what life's supposed to be. Our enemies plot against thee to keep us in captivity. They oppress us, they murder us, they kill at will, Lord, they hate us. They hunt our steps, they lie in wait, they make us fearful every day. Yeah, we need a savior to come and save us. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's coming to save us. He's coming to save us.
The king is coming.
Chapter 14 and verse 21. Prepare, slaughter. Do what? Prepare, slaughter. Do what? Prepare, slaughter. For his children. For his children. Those same people that were selling us on them slave ships, the Most High said, prepare slaughter for them. Read. For the iniquity of their father. Because they like to say, I ain't have nothing to do with it. But the Most High know everything. He said, prepare slaughter for those people who were putting you in slavery, killing your children, hanging you on nooses, cutting your bellies open, feeding your children to alligators. He said, prepare slaughter for them. Read. For the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor feel the face of the world. He said, prepare slaughter, because he gonna wipe them all out. Give me that in Revelation 13. Revelation 13. Because no other nation of people on this earth went through the atrocities that we went through as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. No other nation of people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
This is Anaya Benjamin.
The rich wrestle with meals like Ted DiBiase. I'ma keep the faith in the Father. I know he really got me. See me, Aki. Lord's will, I never fade away. Giving God the glory each day. He got the final say. Wrestle with my flesh. Keep my sin in a headlock. Holla at your counsel 1,000 to keep your head right. Keeping God laws in the field. Look at my muddy cleats. Game hella soggy. Step gotta be letter T. Real DBs gon' get it. Know what I'm talking about. Never slip up out of my break. Pick six up to the house when in doubt. Put my face up in these scriptures. Know you got my back, help me overcome all that liquor. Rhyme scheme sicker, help me high hella loogies. High off the milk of that word, no longer doobies. Director and his action-packed script, let's make a movie. The fear of the Lord will help me knock off your goofy. Christian rapping soft, yeah, still hella dookie. Riding with the big dogs, nigga, you roll with Snoopy. Israelite kings, no ain't talking no Snoopy. So-called black and Hispanics, natives my Louis.
I'm meditating on these scriptures day and night. My flesh gets weak, but I'm enduring the fight. I'm meditating on these scriptures day and night. My flesh gets weak, but I'm enduring the fight.
Married to the laws of God. Yeah, it's Bible over everything. Teaching on the block where that hubba rockin' amphetamines. Yeah, we make your corner hot. Crawl out on everything. Scripture bring correction out. KJV, we let it sing. Messiah motivated flow. Application help you grow. Giving understanding on the scriptures that you heard before. All you really need to know is keep the law and faith to Christ. Pull up to the school if you want your situation right. Loyal to this Bible and these laws like that gang life. Loyalty and order is gonna help you to sustain the fight. Kingdom be the aim, right? Repentance gotta be the goal. Lord's will you purify. Make me like Ophir gold. Lord's will I never fold. EA Sports, I'm in the game. One nation, one accord, so we speak the same thing. Gotta keep your head up when you dribble, wiggle through the lane. Israelites the best, to the rest, we are not the same. Not about the fortune fame, shining like a diamond ring. If you got no guts and no glory, gotta feel the pain. I ain't with the sinning side, so I stay away from lame. Lord, will I never die? I'm just trying to kingdom reign.
I'm meditating on these scriptures day and night. My flesh gets weak, but I'm enduring the fight. I'm meditating on these scriptures day and night. My flesh gets weak, but I'm enduring the fight.
Those heathens we ignore, cause we know that they're liars. I'm reading in the we reading in the they reading in
Hey, shalom, brothers, shalom, sisters, most high in Christ bless. This is Captain Lemuel. Y'all are tuned into In the Scripts.
Reloaded.
Oh, praise. Who I got on my left?
Officer Yakub.
Who I got on my right?
Officer Shema.
Who I got on my far right?
Officer Kashaw.
Okay, you fall far right. Okay, who's
we
on
are.
my
Here we
far
are.
right?
Officer Jacob.
All praises to the Most High. All right?
It never fails. You get me every time, man.
Never fails.
I'll praise. You took the blame.
Woo! It's been a minute, but
It
we
has,
back.
Cap. It has. Welcome back, sir.
We are back.
Welcome
Yes,
back.
sir. I don't know. Where the hell I been?
You know where you been.
Yeah, you've been doing captain stuff.
You know where you
Yeah,
been.
I guess so.
Yeah, you've
guess
been doing
so.
cap stuff, man.
Yes,
We
I
get
ain't
it.
been-
Yeah.
I wasn't sick.
Nah.
It was January. I don't know where I've been. But we back. So all praise to the Most High. We're going to continue on with our series dealing with Rome, America being Rome regenerated. America's also Babylon. America's Assyria. All the major captivities all in one. Egypt, all of them. But we're going to deal specifically with Rome. All right. So we're going to go over some history with ancient Rome, and we're going to see how America carries those same attributes, that same spirit, because it's the same people back.
That's right.
Back on the earth. All right. Where I want to start at. Go to Revelation chapter 13.
And make sure we got that. Make sure we got that queued up. That first one at the bottom of the group, yeah.
Revelation chapter 13, verse, just to get to the point, because we got a lot to get through. We got a lot to get through.
A lot.
Just jump to verse 12.
The book of Revelation.
Start verse 11.
The book of Revelations, chapter 13 and verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming
Another beast, America.
coming up out of the earth. And he had two horns
Had two horns, democracy and republicanism. Go ahead.
Like
Politics.
like a lamb.
And
he-
they speak peacefully because this is a Christian nation. So they speak like a lamb.
And he spake
Oh,
as
I'm sorry. Had two horns like a lamb. Go ahead.
and he spake as a dragon.
And he spake as a dragon. They spake as their daddy Satan. Because Satan's seat is here in America. That also goes into your secret plots. That goes into your genetically modified food. That
Right.
goes into the war on the crops, because they have what Bishop brought out. They have specific RNA molecules in the food. Yeah, I ain't scientific. I ain't passed biology barely. But they have different RNA and RNA foods or whatever
Right.
that can change your DNA can change you at the molecular level. All right, so that's where y'all at. This is America, Babylon the Great, Rome regenerated. Read on.
And he exerciseth
And America exercises
all the power of the first beast before him,
aka Rome, before him. Go ahead.
and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
And when they came back during the Renaissance, the rebirth, all right? The rebirth of Edom, Esau in power, in rulership. First Maccabees 1. We're going to go through these real quick. First Maccabees 1:41.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus.
So we're dealing with Edom in rulership, a.k.a. the so-called white man in rulership. This is during the Greek captivity, though. Read it again. Read it.
Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
This is called democracy. This is called Hellenism.
Right.
The children of Israel would come under subjection to the so-called white man. And let's see what happened with that. Read on.
And every one should leave his laws, so all the heathen
And everyone, slow down, and everyone, meaning all those nations that became one under subjection of the Greeks, and everyone
should leave his laws.
Should leave his laws, should leave your customs,
Mhm.
your culture. Come on.
So all the heathen agreed, according to the commandment of the king.
So all the nations agreed together that they would come up under subjection of the so-called white man. Esau, Edom, Idumea. Go ahead.
Yea, many also of the Israelites
Many, not all, but many of the Israelites would what?
consented to his religion.
Consented to democracy. Consented to politics. Go ahead.
And sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
Just like you see today. You have many of our people, not all,
Right.
but you have many of our people in these last days that have subjected themselves to the customs of the heathens, aka the so-called white man.
Yep.
Numero uno. You subject yourself to his birthdays, his Christmas, his Easter, his Mother's Day, his Father's Day,
His Valentine's
his
Day.
Valentine's Day.
Right.
You've subjected yourself to these things. You've consented to Esau's religion. His politics being his main religion. All right. You had something else?
No. Everything you were saying though is exactly what you hear from the Christian church. I was just, as you were listing it out, like that's Christianity today. So for them not to be able to see Christianity being tied to the Edomite, custom or lifestyle is amazing to me.
Amazing.
So what
Makes
King
no sense.
what King Antiochus was doing was social engineering and social construct. That's
Right.
exactly what that was.
Exactly. Now, let's pull up this first article dealing with Rome. So I'm gonna show y'all something. We're gonna go through Paul's letters a little bit tonight too, because y'all are gonna see that as Israel came up under subjection, as they subjected themselves to the heathens, aka the so-called white man, Paul had to deal with certain things with Israel, and you see how he was very repetitive throughout his letters, because there were certain social issues that Israel was dealing with that he had to frequent. He had to touch on frequently.
Right.
And it didn't matter where he went. He had to deal with the same thing from congregation to congregation. So let's read this. Life of the people, ancient Rome.
This is ancient Rome, life of the people. You want to start at the quality or Romans?
Let's deal with
Quality.
the quality.
The quality of life in the Roman Empire depended upon where one fell within society.
Let's scroll down. Hold on. Yeah, let's read that. Read that first sentence, first paragraph. Read up. Scroll up. During the Pax Romana.
During the Pax Romana, the wealthy built huge, lavishly decorated houses.
Don't that sound familiar?
Right.
Does that not sound familiar?
Yeah, that's today.
You got cats with 15 bedrooms,
Right.
30 bathrooms,
Yep.
and it's him and his girlfriend,
Right.
or her and her dog.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
The wealthy built huge, lavishly decorated houses and usually had servants or slaves to tend to their every need.
They had servants or slaves to tend to their every need. Go ahead.
The average citizen worked hard and lived reasonably comfortably in modest housing. Despite the riches of the Roman Empire, the largest class lived in what can only be described as poverty.
The largest class lived in poverty. Lived in poverty. Paycheck to paycheck. Barely getting by. Go ahead.
Roman family life was a patriarchy. That is, the oldest male wielded considerable power over the rest of the family. The patriarch made all the major decisions for the family. He had the power to divorce his wife or even kill her if she committed adultery.
Damn. Scroll down. And you know that's in the scriptures.
Yeah.
So I know we can't comprehend that with our Babylonized minds, but that's in the law.
That's right. That was a law. They tried to get Susanna.
Yeah.
The Most High made that work out. He was like, nope.
Read on. Yeah, read on.
Likewise, the patriarch had the right to kill his own children. In fact, the patriarch routinely decided if a newborn baby would survive and be raised by the family, depending on how many children the family already had and the sex of the child.
So they was dealing with population control even at that time. Depending on how many children you had, determine whether the child lived or died. Go ahead.
The patriarch might choose to have the baby killed. Infanticide was a widespread problem in the empire, especially among female babies.
Okay, pause that. Now, AV, pull up in the background, infanticide. Let's see what infanticide means. Infanticide.
First time I heard that word, I think you brought it out. I was like, man, what the heck? I had heard a bunch of words.
I don't know how to pronounce it, Cat, but I think I know what it means.
Yeah.
What you think it mean?
I think it means killing babies.
Okay. Well, let's see. AV, help us out tonight.
I think they got it. I think they in the spirit.
I know they in the spirit. Right. There we go. All right.
Infanticide. Noun. The crime of killing a child within a year of its birth by the mother.
By who?
The hell is this?
It's specifically by the mother.
Specifically by the mother, a person who kills an infant, especially their own child. So when we go back,
that would be what do they call it? Postpartum depression.
Mm-hmm. Read.
Infanticide was a widespread problem in the empire, especially among female babies.
Especially among female babies. So those were the children that they was really killing, was female children. But you see abortions, population control, that was heavy even at that time.
Right.
Read on.
The wife of the patriarch was expected to manage.
No, scroll down. That was just women's rights. Scroll down. They couldn't hold office, so on and so forth. All right, jellyfish and fungus, yum. I just thought this part was interesting. This ain't really got nothing to do with the show, but it was just an interesting point because you see it today. Go ahead.
The Roman diet revolved around 3 Mediterranean staples: grain, grapes, and olives. Everyone in the Italian peninsula ate these foods daily. The grain, mainly wheat, was used to make bread, the grapes to make wine, and the olives to make olive oil. Bread made up the majority of many meals, especially for the poor.
I know me growing up, we had syrup sandwiches.
Syrup
there you go.
man.
Y'all better stop playing with me.
Yeah.
Somebody talk back to me.
Man.
Syrup. What y'all know about a syrup sandwich?
Man.
Hey, Cat, what you know about an air sandwich?
Ooh.
That's when you ain't got no meat. You just
That's
gotta
the one
put
where you were still
oxygen
hungry.
Right, yeah, that's a little bit far out there. Yeah, we had syrups.
Hey, what you know about a jam sandwich?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he had a little money. He had
He
go
had
get some jam.
He had jam.
Hey, listen closely. Jam 2 pieces of bread together, and that's a sandwich.
You know what? That's the Midwest. In the South, that's what we call an air sandwich. Because ain't no meat between it. It's just air and bread.
Dang. Okay, I see what you're saying. I find what you're selling now. All right. All right, read.
Wine was served with almost every meal and was often mixed with water to reduce the effect of the alcohol.
Scroll down. The rich ate.
The rich ate whatever they wanted.
All right, so now watch this. Rich people in Rome, they ate whatever they wanted. Go ahead.
Their taste leaned toward the exotic.
Their taste leaned toward the exotic.
Right.
Let's see what exotic tastes the rich had in ancient Rome.
The more unusual the food seemed, the better. They ate jellyfish, peacock.
So they out here eating jellyfish,
A whole
peacock,
jellyfish.
Ostrich,
Right.
pork, and fungus.
and fungus. Go ahead.
To name just a few of their favorites,
Y'all out here eating today. Y'all, what's this stuff called? Tartar.
Yeah.
Is cut up like minced raw meat,
Right.
not cooked, and then you mix an egg in it, raw egg.
Right.
The hell is this?
What the hell? Y'all out here eating what's some baby eggs?
Oh, caviar.
Caviar.
Yeah.
Y'all out here eating baby eggs.
Yeah.
Y'all out here eating octopus.
Yeah.
How about blood sausage?
What the
Yeah.
blood sausage?
Yeah. Yeah.
Read on.
the wealthy held huge banquets that lasted all day. When guests became full, they sometimes purged themselves so that they could continue eating.
Y'all do the same thing at Thanksgiving and Christmas.
The hell is this?
Y'all do the same thing.
Wow.
Y'all be at somebody's crib all day. Y'all get there around 11, noon. Y'all start eating the dressing and the turkey and all that.
Right.
Y'all sleep for 2 hours, do whatever, and then you come back and you eating more. You eating pies, and you that's all you doing is eating.
Right.
Talking about you giving thanks to the Lord. What the hell?
Then take a plate home.
And then take several plates home.
I was guilty.
The hell is this?
I was guilty. Hey, I confess, I was guilty.
Yeah, you look like you used to celebrate
I
Thanksgiving.
was guilty.
Read AV, because I know y'all in the spirit. I know y'all already got some kind of article showing exotic foods of the rich in America. I'll already know y'all got something dealing with that. This is off topic, but I know they in the spirit. It's 15
I think
of them
they
in
in the
there
spirit.
Let's read on it. All right, y'all put some buttons with it. All right, we go see. All right, go ahead.
The diet of the poor relied on bread, vegetables such as cabbage, and porridge. The poor met their protein needs by eating some meat, usually pork and cheese.
Man,
pork and cheese.
Is that not what we eat today, though? I'll bring that back.
Not we.
Bread. So, I mean, you always had plenty of bread. It was always vegetables. Cabbage. Come on, man. That is just a black, even if you a black Gadite, that is a Negro staple.
And they gotta put that pork up in that cabbage.
Yeah, porridge. That ain't nothing but grits. That's grits and oatmeal mixed together.
Oatmeal, malto-meal.
Yeah,
right.
Some meat. So whatever meat, you know what I'm saying, could be put together. And it was usually pork heavy.
It was pork chops. It was bacon.
Right.
I remember the world, bro. I turned through 2 or 3 packs of Black Label bacon in 2 days.
Yeah.
Terrible. It was
They said pictures. They said they got you with the pictures.
I don't know what half this stuff is.
Hey, go back to
I
that.
saw
I'm
the caviar.
gonna show you what one of
They
them
go
is.
right there.
Yeah.
That middle part right there, those are bullfrog legs.
Yeah, that's
Those
bullfrog
are frog legs.
Yep.
Taste like chicken, so I heard.
Dang.
Yep.
So
To
I
the
heard.
left is caviar.
What's the white stuff?
I have no idea.
Maybe
Do a
Flan.
right click
yeah,
it
maybe flan.
and do open it in a new tab. The caviar.
the one above it. They said caviar. I ain't never.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
Yeah, that's caviar. That's them fish eggs.
That's them fish
Brother said
eggs.
that's that stuff off Spider-Man.
That's what the rich folks be eating, that caviar.
Yeah, I got it. Let's pull up the new tab.
Yep. Oh. Oh. It's got a
Cause
lot
you
to
rich,
do.
you ain't never ate no caviar?
Nah, I ain't never ate no caviar.
But you hear,
And
you
I'm
sure,
not
you
rich.
see, he say he wasn't rich.
Hey, I'm rich.
You heard,
Right,
he got
right.
rich.
Yeah.
More time.
I've never
Nah,
eaten
I-
caviar.
We did, my great grandmother used to say, she said, yeah, drink your spit. That was one of her favorite
Oh,
phrases.
yeah,
I said,
yeah,
dang.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we
that-
ain't, you know.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you something. I did not know that this was a
Wasn't no
delicacy
Kool-Aid.
or food of the rich. The rich just have a different name for it. Y'all have heard of pate?
I've heard of it. I don't know what it is.
Pate is where they take liver and put it together, and then they put the little stuff around it. But they call it pate when you go to the big parties. For us, it was just called goose liver.
Goose liver.
Y'all don't
I ain't
remember?
never heard of that.
Nah.
For real?
Goose liver.
Shemai, you come on, bruh. Shemai.
You on your own.
Nah, man, hold on, man. Hey, can we get goose liver, cat? Can we get goose liver?
Yeah.
Hey, pull up goose liver,
Who
man.
cooked the goose liver in your family, also?
Huh?
Who cooked the goose
No,
liver?
you buy it from the store. I
Oh.
don't see it no more.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you buy it from. That's when you used to go to the store and say you want $1 worth of.
Goose liver?
You want a dollar worth of this, $1 worth of that. You tell them to slice it thin.
Yeah, I do remember. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about on that.
Back
The
in
goose
the day,
liver, though. Maybe if I see it, maybe it had a
yeah,
different
it
name
had
for
the little white edge around it, man, which was really the condensed fat. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, it
I
had
know
the
what
little
you're saying
condensed
now.
fat.
We had a different. We had the name for it was it'll come to me in a minute.
Liver goose?
Yeah,
Liver cheese. That's what we call it.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
call it liver cheese.
You can hit that.
Yeah.
That one doesn't look as good though.
That looked like something off Fear Factor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
but
up, go up.
But it had a white
Go up.
ring around it. It was the white.
Yeah,
fat
it's that one
around
right
it.
there with the white ring on
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah, that's what it
That's
looked. To the left, bro, with the white ring to right there, bro.
So what did
There
y'all
you
call
go.
it, officer?
We called it goose liver.
Okay, we called it liver cheese. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm familiar.
Yep.
When you go fishing, all you need is that and some crackers.
That's
boy.
that and some crackers, and you'd eat that.
Nah, that looks terrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible. I don't know how broke y'all was. Yeah.
But look, the rich people call it pate.
They call it pate.
Yeah, they call it pate, and they sell it for a whole bunch of
That
money.
look nasty.
Somebody rich call in. Let us know if you eating the same thing as us.
Yeah, right.
It was nasty though,
Yeah.
but
A can of spam,
everybody else ate it. So
a potted meat sandwich. Y'all never had the
Nah,
potted
that's
meat?
nasty. Go back to the other one.
Yeah. I don't know what was in that
Y'all
potted
found
meat.
something yet? Something useful?
Nah.
Okay, we already.
All
already
right.
seen this. If y'all found something useful, it's 15 of them back there.
All them brothers back there, they say, we grew
And
up broke too.
ain't nobody seen nothing on their phone that they could just.
Nobody.
All right, I guess just scroll down here.
Yeah.
We kind of off topic.
Right.
Who ate spam?
I ate spam.
I ate it once.
Yeah.
whatever that is. What
Went
is
to my
spam?
friend's house. He said, "Hey, my dad about to make some sandwiches." I went downstairs, saw a big old slab or something on the frying pan. I said, "Yeah, that don't look good."
Meat in a can.
Yeah, that was a delicacy, bro.
Oh, yeah, filet
Spam.
mignon, wrapped in bacon.
This is beef. Why y'all showing me this? Y'all are showing me beef?
They brothers are saying that
They trying to go to eat afterwards.
they've never known exotic food, is what they're saying.
Okay.
They've never known exotic food.
Okay. All right. We appreciate y'all. All right. Go back.
Twisted. Really, bro? What?
They just, okay. I don't know. I don't know. Scroll down.
Hey, Cap.
Mm-hmm.
See where it says the diet of the poor consisted of X, Y, Z. The end of it was pork, right?
Mm-hmm.
You remember when James died on Good Times? What they brought him? With everybody that knocked on the door, they had a can of what in their hand, or what did they bring to
Man, I remember that, but I cannot remember what they brought.
ham?
Yep.
Ham.
Yeah, everybody had a ham.
Yep.
So,
God.
Scroll. So that's it on this. So infanticide, abortions, even murdering children young, population control, all of that's nothing new under the sun. That's been a practice amongst white folks. Edomites. That's been a practice. All right, so go out of this.
Hey, Cap, real quick. Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
This is interesting when it says the toga party. Although the toga is the item of clothing most associated with Roman culture, not all Romans could wear it. So, you had to be a certain group to wear it. This is part of that, the crafty council. This is how they were selling that Jesus Christ was a major person in Christianity. Because what do you always see him in? You always see him in that damn Roman toga.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to be a high class. He's definitely one of us. Like, okay.
Yep. All right, you can jump out of that. All right, go to the next one. Y'all boy Biden.
Oh,
The image of God.
yeah.
Biden.
Let's see your boy Biden. All right, this was March of last year. What did Biden say? Read that.
This is New York Post. Biden says trans people made an image of God.
The hell is this?
Parents must affirm identity.
Trannies.
No way, boy.
Trannies are now in the image of God. So the Most High God is he up here transforming. He's a transformer now
Right.
because he created a bunch of transformers in his image. So if they're in his image, then he must be a transformer.
He must be a transformer.
Y'all can't forget where y'all at. Y'all in Satan's butthole.
Right.
That's what America is.
Right.
Wow.
Read that in Exodus. You was finna get a scripture. Read that in Exodus 15:3.
The book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 3. The Lord is a man.
The Lord is what?
A man.
The Lord is a man. The Lord is not a man today and a woman tomorrow.
That's right.
The Lord is not a woman today and a man tomorrow.
Right.
The Lord is a man.
That's
Period. Trannies are not made in the image of God. Read that in Genesis 1. Let's just clear it up all the way through.
The book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 26. And God said, let us make man.
God said, let us, him and the angels, let us
make man
mankind
in our image.
In our image. What is his image? What is their image?
After our likeness. And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air and over the cattle and over all the earth and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them.
Men, he made after his image. Male and then he said, okay, we're going to make males and females.
Right.
Not because he's a transgender.
Right.
Read that part, just that part. Male and female.
Male and
read above that, a little bit above that. In his image.
In the image of God created he him.
In the image of God created he him, Adam.
Male.
We just stopped. We just read in Exodus 15:3. The Lord is what? A man. Read that part again.
In the image of God created he him.
Created he him, Adam.
Male and female created he them.
Because up top, read the top of that verse.
So God created man in his own image.
No, read above that.
And God said, let us make man in our image.
Because it wasn't just the Most High himself.
That's right.
There was already males and females in the heavens.
Sheesh.
And he said, I'm gonna make creation in y'all's image. But I'm gonna make the first man in mine, Adam.
Sheesh.
That's not confusing. That's not hard to be understood.
You just hurt somebody's brain.
Hey, Joe Biden.
It'll be all right.
Joe Biden go,
Be all right.
and the next thing will be like, yeah, there was transvestite angels. Oh God.
If they think it's tranny angels, you just gone. You just believe that. Okay.
Yeah.
If you believe that, you do you.
Just wait
You
for the
do
nukes. Wait for the nukes.
Just wait. That's all you can do.
Walk to the
Scroll
edge
down.
of the earth and jump.
Actually, play the video. Play the video. Dang.
Joe looked like he about to die. Good God, boy.
They say he running again.
He 55 too.
He don't know what the hell he doing.
I want you to know that your president sees you. Jill,
Take it-
Kamala,
take it
Doug,
back.
our entire administration sees you for who you are. Everyone's celebrating Transgender Day of Visibility.
They
I
got
want
a
you to know that
day?
Your president
Hold
sees
up.
you.
Transgender Day of Visibility. Why did they click the forward button? What is happening, brothers?
It
There's
was hard
a-
to look
I
at.
can't explain it.
The article throwing him off, Cap.
Hey, give him the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, they in there.
Yeah,
They are perplexed.
made him sick, right?
Yes.
They didn't believe their president would do such a thing.
Can y'all go back and play the video? Biden releases Transgender Visibility Day video.
You might want to just press play right there instead of hitting the X button.
All right.
Well, alrighty then.
You know something, Cap? To add insult to injury, they got a word called cisgender. CIS gender. Are you familiar with that word?
Yeah, but what does it like? What does CIS stand for? I know that they're saying that is the actual born of of whichever gender. But where does cis come from?
Bring it out.
And I don't know.
Hey,
I honestly
it
don't know.
Sound like a
Looks like it's saying short for cisgender. So it says synonyms: psychology, chemistry, genetics, Roman history. Those are the
That's really what it says.
That's what it said right there. Cis,
Wow.
CIS, psychology, chemistry, genetics. I guess whenever people start talking about genetics, your psychology, your chemistry, they be like, "Oh, you cis."
Wow.
Meaning you stick to the.
But
how
if we
God made
use
you.
if we put C at the end of that, then now that's hate speech.
Oh yes.
Now that's hate speech.
Bars.
Right?
Play the video.
T-shirt.
We in the Twilight Zone.
Yep.
Everyone's celebrating Transgender Day of Visibility. I want you to know that your president sees you. Jill, Kamala, Doug, our entire administration sees you for who you are, made in the image of God and deserving of dignity, respect, and support. But we know it's hard when there are those out there who don't see you and don't respect you. For example, the onslaught of anti-transgender state laws attacking you and your families is simply wrong. This administration is standing up for you against all these hateful bills. And we're committed to advancing transgender equality in the classroom, on the playing field, at work, in our military, and our housing and healthcare systems everywhere, simply everywhere. Today, we're announcing even more steps, but there's always more work to do to end the epidemic of violence against transgender women of color and girls of color, to ensure transgender seniors can age with dignity, and to finally pass a bipartisan Equality Act, to help transgender persons around the world live free from discrimination and violence. Above all, to be there with you. To parents of transgender children, affirming your child's identity is one of the most powerful things you can do to keep them safe and healthy. To any transgender American who's struggling, please know that you're not alone. To parents and children alike, please ask for help and know this: you're so brave, you belong, and we have your back. God bless you all. Be brave.
Wow. We
What?
literally could have used this for the Edomite moment today.
Right.
Why didn't we think of that?
The hell is this?
What? So this is what y'all president be pushing for. All you black pastors, you black ministers that are so gung-ho, rah-rah for these politics, for these presidents, they don't give a damn about you. They don't give a damn about your people. They know how to push what they want to push. If they want to pass a bill for Tranny Visibility Day, they know how to do it. If it's Homo Appreciation Week, they gonna push it through.
The hell is this?
Sheesh.
Y'all talking about some reparations. They don't give a damn about you and no reparations.
Right.
They could care less.
Right.
And he's telling you right here, we see you. You niggas, we don't see y'all.
Has there ever been a U.S. president? I mean, I've watched tons of civil rights era videos. I don't know. Even when they passed what they say they passed to help us, right, behind JFK, under Lyndon B., I don't remember any president stand on TV and say the stuff that we're behind you, we're with you, we support you. Parents of young black children, talk to them, let them know that they're safe, and we're going to do all. I've never seen that on behalf of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Nope.
Ever.
Nope.
He actually saying that we're going to make sure we get y'all into the classroom, while on the other hand, they taking black history out of the classroom.
Right.
So,
Right.
So that is.
Wow.
Can I get a scripture?
Yeah.
Let me get Romans 1:26.
I am perturbed.
The book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 26. For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affections.
Nasty affections. Read.
For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
And they're promoting this change right here. This change of changing a woman into a man into a woman. And the Most High said that's nasty. That's vile, right? And it's against nature. It's not natural. He was saying the best thing you could do is affirm. The best thing you can do for your child is affirm them at their birth. Aren't they affirmed already? When a boy comes out with an Audi and a girl comes out with an innie, in that affirmation right there?
Right.
That's affirmation enough. Read.
Audi and that innie.
Right.
And likewise, also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another.
So he said they burn in their lust one toward another. Women want to be the man want to be the woman. That's sickening to the
The hell is this?
So you can drop it right there, man. It was more on that, but you can drop it.
Go to, I'm going to set some more foundation for y'all. Go to Romans chapter 18. Romans chapter 18, verse 2.
You said Romans?
Romans 18 and 2. I mean, Revelation.
Oh, okay. We was all looking for it, though.
You said it was
Let me Google that real quick.
Hey, everybody looking at their Bible like
The book of Revelations, chapter 18 and verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils.
So this is talking about America. This Babylon is America. Go ahead.
And the hold of every foul spirit.
So as we're going through, America, because America is I'm going to use a big word, amalgamation. Matter of fact, pull up amalgamation.
I like
Nice.
that. I like that.
Amalgamation
Project
of all
management
the
word.
major,
Right,
of all
right,
the
right.
major
Hey, all
captivities before it. It's the hold, and it's the hold. Read that part again.
And the
Habitation.
hold of every foul spirit.
the habitation.
And it's become
and it's become the habitation of devils and the hold of every foul spirit.
Of every foul spirit from every captivity before it.
Damn.
Amalgamation.
Amalgamation. The action, process, or result of combining or uniting.
So America is a blend or a mixture or a combination or a mingling or a compound of every major captivity before it. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Amalgamation.
Hey, I like how you said it with your hands too. You know?
Amalgamation.
yeah.
Go from. All right. Go from there. Go from there.
Hey, Cap, and there was someone sent something in on cisgender. This is what the internet says about it.
It says, what does the prefix cis mean in cisgender? On this side.
So cis means on this side.
Oh.
Still confusing.
As a term, cisgender combines the Latin prefix cis, meaning on this side, with gender, in contrast to transgender, where the prefix trans signals something in across or on the other side.
Oh, okay. So cis means you're on this side, you're on the right side. Trans means you crossed over to something else. Okay.
Damn.
Why are you?
That was the whole point.
Why
Like,
are
it's
you
confusing.
Yeah, right.
Straight confusion.
Yeah, straight confusion. Why are you gay?
Go to the next one.
That don't
Go
make-
to
that don't
the
make no
next
damn
one.
sense.
Go to the next one. You can drop that, exit, so you don't even got to see it no more. All right. No, that's not the next one. Go to, what's the next one on there?
We need a title. Cap.
Oh yeah. Next, it was going into.
Are they not looking at Telegram?
Yeah,
Because I can see Biden, and then I'm looking at
then
Biden
the people.
again, and
Yeah, the people. The people is before. Yeah, it's before this. It's a picture.
no, go to the Baphomet.
Yep, right behind that.
There you go. All right. Biden, let's blow it up. So y'all see, Biden says trans people made in image of God. Parents must affirm identity. Now, if you look at the right, that's the Baphomet. You look at the bottom left, look at these trannies. Look at this tranny right here.
Wow.
Blow up the tranny.
That the one on the bottom left, I believe that's the statue that's in Detroit.
Yep.
The hell is this?
So you see how they doing the same thing.
Yep.
These are Satan worshipers. That's why the scripture just said in Revelation 18, this is the habitation of devils. The habitation of devils. So all this stuff y'all trying to push transgender rights and transgender movement, transgender visibility day and all that stuff is of Satan. It is satanic. And y'all's pastors won't say nothing because they worship the devil.
Right.
They worship the devil. I'm telling you straight.
Right.
Go back to Romans 1 where Officer was earlier.
And the only ones that wasn't saying anything during the times of Christ was the Pharisees and Sadducees. Christ and them was speaking out against that mess.
Verse 25. Yeah, 25, 26.
The book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 25.
No, start at verse 23.
Verse 23. And change the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds, and to four-footed beasts, and creeping things.
So this is, remember, Rome was in power when Paul was writing. When Christ walked the earth, Rome was in power. Rome was in rulership. So when you read about incorruptible God into an image made like corruptible man, birds, four-footed beasts, creeping things, that's talking about idolatry. There was massive idolatry in ancient Rome.
Right.
Massive idolatry. Hold that. And we're going to come back to Romans. So don't drop Romans. Go to Jeremiah 53 or 51. It ain't no 53, so it can't be that. Go to what? I can't hear you.
You're not talking to your mic.
Is it 51 verse 6? Flee out of the midst of Babylon?
No. It's. I'm gonna find it. Y'all say something real quick. I'll find it.
Yeah. But
I found it. Thank you.
Okay.
We appreciate you. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 38.
I was about to try.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 38. A drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up, for it is the land of graven images, and they are mad upon their idols.
So guess what? From ancient Babylon to Neo-Babylon, a.k.a. America, it says it is a land of graven images, and they are mad upon their idols. I want y'all to keep that in mind. Go to Wisdom of Solomon 14. Because remember what we read. Matter of fact, hold that. Revelation 13. Real quick. Revelation 13. I'm shooting from the hip, y'all, so y'all forgive me. Read verse 2.
The book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet.
So Rome, a.k.a. America, it's the same thing, was like unto a leopard, was like the Greeks. Go ahead.
And his feet were as the feet of a bear.
His feet were as the feet of a bear. That's the Persian Mede captivity. That's your politics. I'm sorry, Greece was your democracy. Go ahead.
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
His mouth like the mouth of a lion. That's Babylon. That's your idolatry. That's your confusion in marriage. That is your trans, your cis, your all that stuff. Go ahead.
And the dragon gave him his.
And Satan did what?
Gave him his power.
That's why they can push stuff like Transgender Visibility Day.
Damn.
That's why they have trannies that are dressed up just like the Baphomet.
Damn.
Satanic symbol. This is satanic worship because this is America is the habitation, the home, the dwelling place of Satan. Because Satan gave this place their power.
Sheesh.
Read. And the dragon?
And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority.
And great authority. That's why there's uproar right now in Iran where they don't want to wear their hijabs, their head coverings.
Right.
How the hell you gonna have another country come in and say, "Oh, y'all don't got to do that"?
Tell you ain't got to.
I know that's in your customs,
right?
But you don't got to do that because it's the same spirit going all the way back to Greece, going all the way back to Rome, where all people, all nations was gonna be one people.
Right.
Y'all gonna wear the button-up suits, the tie. Y'all gonna have a clean shaven.
The hell is this?
That's the standard that we gonna set for everybody.
Right.
Yeah, but boss, I get these real bad razor bumps whenever I shave my face. I don't give a damn. You want this job, right?
Right.
Damn.
That's nice.
Yeah, well,
Nick, that same kind of conversation is gonna happen with. I'm going back because they got this picture with this tranny up in the school. The same kind of conversation is had with the principals, because I'm sure you will have principals like, man, I ain't bringing the damn tranny up in my school. And like, you want to keep your job?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, trust me. It's going on. It's not as publicized.
Right.
It's really not publicized because if you publicize that, then, oh, well, y'all really out here firing people and da-da-da. It may be pushed on Facebook, but trust me, it's happening.
Right.
Go back to Jeremiah. We read Jeremiah, right?
Yes, sir.
Now let's go back to Romans 1. All right, so y'all see Revelation 18, Babylon, a.k.a. America, is the habitation, the home, the dwelling place of devils and of every foul and unclean spirit. Revelation 13 backs up Revelation 18 because America is the hold of every captivity and every spirit from every captivity before your politics, your democracy, your republicanism, your idolatry, your massive idolatry. Liberalism. Do what thou wilt. Go back. Let's go back. So now let's go to Romans 1.
The book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 23. and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into
verse 24.
Verse 24. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts.
Through the lust of your own mind. Go ahead.
To dishonor their own bodies between themselves.
So they dishonor their bodies between themselves. Let's get some understanding on that. Read on.
Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worshiped and served the creature more than the creator.
They worshiped and served each other more than the Most High God. This is the worship. This is what you get when you worship men.
Right.
This is what you get.
Right.
Are they showing the picture online? Yeah, that's online. Read on.
Who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affections.
Y'all got to understand that what we're looking at is, and what we're getting ready to read through is vile affections. Vile affections. Go ahead.
For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
So we're going to hold that. Now, y'all get me. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's go to a quick commercial break. We're going to come back because I want to show y'all some of these vile affections. I want to show y'all what happens when you start to worship and serve the creature more than the creator. All right? So Lord's will, we'll be back here in a minute. Y'all are tuned in the scripts.
Reloaded. In the scripts. Reloaded.
Where'd all these different faiths come from? Well, there are a lot of man-made religions out there. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit after the tradition of man. What man? The white man.
In Europe, in the time of the Renaissance, they start whitewashing all the dark images in Spain, in Portugal, in Russia, and all these places. And archaeology could show today, we got the records showing that there were black images all over Spain, all over Europe. Okay, why? Because the Christians over there at that time, they were all black. Being a Christian, you are the following of Christ. You keeping the Passover, New Moon, Sabbath, all that make a big difference. In Christianity, they keep none of what the Bible says.
The Jews have always been black.
So the true early Christians maintained faith in Christ along with Jewish law.
It is very important for us to come out of what we don't belong in and come back to what God actually made.
Brothers, sisters, let's all of us come out of the Christian church now.
It looks more like a military group than anything else, but I'll read what they have.
You said something about it looked like something.
An army.
What make you say that?
Because look, it's like military style.
Why do you support Kyrie?
I'm pretty impressed. I heard it from about a mile away, so I had to come over. Okay. How many men?
Uncle was there where you left. Your auntie was there where you left. Cousin was there where you left. Brother was there where you left. Sister was there where you left. Father, your mother, your uncle, your auntie, your cousin, your brother, your sister was there where you left. 12 tribes! 12 tribes! 12 tribes!
There's something that was said that has never been done or seen before. Unity of our people. We are the 12 tribes of Israel. Is that right, brothers? Yes. We are the Israelites the Bible speaks of, and we will not apologize. We're going to teach this truth come hell or high water. Christ said the gates of hell shall not prevail against us. I want everybody to understand that. In Ephesians chapter 4, verse 3, the Lord said, endeavor to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. Let's hear it. Unity! 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 And we will not ever bow the knee or apologize.
nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.
Is this the problem you face when it's time to go over the Bible? Have you been searching for a fun way to bring the Bible to the classroom? Well, look no further. IUIC Boom Cards has you covered. The perfect solution to keep your children edified and occupied during the Sabbath and throughout the week. These decks provide exciting and interactive ways to learn that are sure to grab your child's attention. Now loaded with decks teaching the High Holy Days, the Commandments, and much more. Your child will love learning the Bible with IUIC Boom Cards. Order your deck today at www.boomlearning.com/author/IUIC.
IUIC Boom Cards are fun, interactive digital activity quiz cards for children ages 2 through 10. Our Boom Cards offer an educational product that is the first of its kind. We have decks in English and Spanish, tailor-made for young Israelites to learn our history and commandments. You can use them in your homeschool classroom and after-school assignments, or even on the go. The intuitive, easy-to-maneuver digital learning features found on our Boom Cards are self-correcting, allowing children to learn without their parents' help. Anytime you have an internet connection, you can fill your child's idle time with profitable and true biblical teaching. You can access IUIC Boom Cards on any mobile device or computer at www.boomlearning.com/author/IUIC. You can also download the Boom Cards app on the Apple App Store, Google Play Store, or even on your Kindle. Righteous digital activities and study tools for your children are now available through IUIC Boom Cards.
All right, we back. Y'all are tuning in the scripts.
Reloaded.
All right, AV, y'all check the channel. Check the main channel. Now, let's go back to Romans 1. While they pull that up, go back to Romans 1, verse 25.
The book of Romans.
Verse 26.
Book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 26.
Actually, I'm sorry, read 25 and 26.
Verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worshiped and served the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.
The Most High is blessed forever. Amen. But we have changed the truth of God and worshiped and served the creature more than the creator. We've worshiped and served man more than we worship and serve the Most High. And because of that, read on.
For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
So now let's see an example of what we're reading right here. Pull that up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can you bring it out so we can see the caption, please?
Yeah, because that's the important part of it.
Yeah. So y'all are seeing two women, but notice that you see scars up under the nipples of the one.
Mm-hmm.
Right? With no shirt. Pull up the caption. We need the caption. Let's read it while they're looking for it. It says, Burberry's latest ad is promoting young, physically healthy women to get double mastectomies. That means getting their breasts cut off.
Yep.
The hell is this?
They're getting surgery to have their breasts removed.
Right.
Excuse me. Not for anything physical, not for any ailments, not because of cancer, because they want to roll, switch, and roll, flip, flop, and bunny hop and do all this other stuff.
And in most cases, because their parents affirmed it.
Yeah.
Right.
The hell is this?
And this is a 15-year-old girl in the picture that had a double mastectomy to have her breast cut off. 15.
Boy.
Yeah.
Y'all keep forgetting where y'all at. Y'all keep forgetting where y'all at. Go back to Romans 1. And then go to the next picture.
The book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse
26.
For this cause God gave them up unto vile affection. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
AV, can y'all go to the next picture? Read on.
And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another. Men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meet.
So now, blow this up. People have periods. So you got grown-ass men on a picture with red stains. God forbid that's blood, and they bleeding out they,
Cut their balls off.
Huh?
They cut their balls off.
God forbid. Lord have mercy.
Beet juice.
But y'all see what they,
You
beet
say
juice.
Beet juice.
But y'all see what they doing. They have changed their natural use. Men don't have periods. I don't know if this is late breaking news for some of y'all. Men don't have periods. Y'all are changing your natural use. Women are supposed to receive seed and bear children. And then those breasts that y'all are cutting off are for the children, for the babies, to receive sustenance, nutrients. Nourishment. Y'all cutting them off to be a man, to try to act like a man. For what? Changing your natural use. Why? Now you got men that are cutting their joints off and saying they got periods. Men can have periods. Since when? Since when? How, Sway?
Right. Impossible.
Cap, we know women have periods. And we ain't never seen them on an ad with just saying, we have periods. But you got these sodomites burning in their lust, and they got to show the world that they can have periods too.
If it's so natural, why does it need to be on? Why does it need to be broadcast like this? I don't get it.
Right.
Now, AV, play the video of the surgery. I see it. Yep, I see it. Play the video of the surgery. Let's see some more about changing their natural use.
This ain't the one that make my stomach hurt, is it?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
We're going to watch the whole thing, too. We might watch it twice.
Damn. You mean to tell me this didn't make your stomach hurt?
Right.
People have periods.
What the hell is this?
Menopause.
People. They just eliminated women.
Now, I want y'all to see the natural use being changed. The caption says, "Can you imagine with a pair of scissors?"
Ooh.
Play that. And play the sound too, real loud. I don't know if it sounds.
Here's the procedure. Open the sack, cut the nuts out. Those are gone. See ya. Then they cut around the head. Like slightly take the head off. Oh. They're allowing teenage boys to do this to themselves, you guys. Or, I'm sorry, teenage girls to do this to themselves? Can you imagine mutating your body like this at 12 years old, 13 years old? I'm so glad my hair didn't stay green from when I dyed it when I was 12.
Esau put a damn
They
bazooka.
connect it down to the anus. Imagine doing all this and then wanting to go back and switch. Can you imagine that? These poor kids, man. Well, here's the procedure.
Yeah, see,
All right.
See, I ain't get that far, Cap.
You didn't get that far?
I ain't get that far in the video.
Yeah, no, it's stomach turning. So I get it. Trust me, I understand. Yeah. But the reason why they can put a video like that together is because it's happening. It's not a conceptual video.
Ooh.
It's not a maybe one day in the future. That future is now. It's now.
The hell is this?
They got kids out here cutting their stuff off, cutting their nuts off, and folding it within itself, and making it. I can't even say it's a vagina. It ain't.
Right.
They just folding some skin back. That's where we are. Read 1:27 again.
Romans chapter 1 and verse 27. And likewise, also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another. Men with men, working that which is unseemly.
This is unseemly. It's unseemly. Because if you folding your stuff in, that means you receiving.
Right.
That means you got another dude. Anyway. Yo, this it's unseemly. That's where we at. This is America.
The
This
hell
is Babylon. This is Rome. Read.
And receiving in themselves that recompense of their error,
that judgment for their sin,
which was meet,
which was right for them. It was proper. You receive AIDS, that's what you needed. That's what that you worked for that. You earned that.
And that's a hard pill for people to swallow. Like in this world where we discuss accountability so much, people don't want to discuss that accountability. That this is happening because of what you're doing against what God told you to do.
And you know what else is not being discussed? A lot of these people are suicidal, become suicidal as a result of cutting their rods off and becoming a tranny.
Right.
So when that was brought out, it was instantly muted.
Right. Yeah. And they would rather place blame on us, saying that, like, as a matter of fact, Biden was saying that, right? There are people out there that are this, and they're saying this, and donna. We're supposed to.
Right.
You're supposed to say things to cause people to reflect and self-correct.
Right.
So it's crazy.
You mean to tell me off of that big ass Bible that he swore on? He don't never read it.
Man, family Bible, he said, right?
What the hell is this?
Trump had it upside down, remember?
Dang. Man. All right, go to the next one. What is this?
That's the video of the trans of the man who had the vagina drilled into himself, but now it's closing.
Oh, you got a timestamp on this?
No, you can just listen to the first few seconds.
Let's go. Let's do first 30 seconds. Yeah.
You said this is the man?
This is a man.
Okay.
So I just got diagnosed with vaginal stenosis. If you're confused, hi, I'm Zaya. I'm transgender. And like 8 months ago, I got bottom surgery or gender confirmation surgery. So
let me set the stage here. Vaginal stenosis. The fake vag is closing up. The gaping hole that was created by the doctor is healing. That's how this works.
I had a PP and now I have a vagina.
Right.
And let me just preface this by saying I do not regret getting surgery. I do not regret it. So I don't want any of y'all conservative ass bitches to twist my words.
I don't care if you regret it.
Yeah.
Play on. Go ahead, play.
You love it. Conservative ass bitches like me don't give a shit. You're on TikTok saying, hey, the man-made vag they got for me is closing up. It ain't working.
I do not fucking regret surgery. However, I knew recovery was going to be hard, but nobody tells you that it could be this fucking hard. But yeah, I was dying.
You got to be smart to realize they're creating this big fake canal, this gash, and it's going to try to heal up. That's what it's going to do because it's not normal. I'm not a woman. I'm a dude who they filleted the Johnson and put it inside out after drilling a big hole in the pelvis.
This is vaginal stenosis, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically when scar tissue gets built up inside of the vaginal canal to the point where it's like extremely tight and uncomfortable. And
Well, you should have started an OF account to have the guys running through it to keep it opened up. You got to bore out the hole like you're searching for cobalt in Afghanistan.
He said, get an OnlyFans account and let them bore it.
Wow.
Boy.
The hell is this?
So remember when you used to get your ears pierced, you take the little broom, the little straw from the broom and burn the end, stick it through your ear?
Stick it in. Yeah.
So you got to take the opposite end, cut it off and burn it and stick it in that end.
Right. Hey,
Solution.
Can I read what vaginal stenosis is, Cap? A condition in which the vagina, birth canal, it's not a birth canal, becomes narrower and shorter. The lining of the vagina may also be thinner and drier and contain scar tissue because it's a hole that you cut into a body. We just saw all the technical. It's a hole that you just cut in this person's body.
Yep, but did she hijack that? Like that's a real thing for women, but she just hijacked it and saying that's what she's going through when it really is just a wound healing for him.
Yeah, they hijacked it.
You see that now?
That's the reason they use that term cis so hard. It's really disrespectful to the natural woman. The natural born woman. You now have the trans women saying that they are more woman than cis or natural women because they actually prep and take care of themselves and do girly stuff that the women don't do today. It's crazy.
Was that this dude crazy? Just play on. Let me see what else he's talking about.
year after getting bottom surgery, you have to dilate your vagina religiously because it's a brand new canal that needs to be kept open.
Not a brand new, it's a man-made canal, a wound that you're trying to keep open so it heals open. But it's always going to try to close because wounds are supposed to heal. That's the point here.
Religiously for the first year. And now that I have this stenosis, I physically cannot dilate. My vagina still has depth, but it's so tight to the point that it could start to close.
This experiment is not working. So adding fake vaginas to men, how many of these have we seen where they're like, yeah, I got this thing, I took my unit, flayed it inside out, drilled the hole, it's not working. Well, no shit, it's not working. Who thought this would work? What moron in the world would think this is a good idea?
And form pockets that could lead to infection, which means that I have to get another surgery. I basically just have to get the surgery all over again and get my vagina replaced. And like,
All right, you ain't getting your vagina replaced because you didn't have one. So why do you think the second surgery is going to be better than the first surgery? The first one didn't work. Even though they're sticking the big, huge pipe in there, didn't work. So a second one will work in what world?
it's just so fucking annoying.
Yeah, it is
It just
annoying.
sucks because my vagina
All right,
has made me
all right. You can drop that. You can drop that. You can drop that.
Because the way it looked, Cap, she
funny.
said she didn't regret it, or
This
he
is
didn't
what you
regret
see.
it. But the
Get
way it
everybody.
looked, he regret that.
Hey,
Yeah.
Shemai, they got
Cat.
you, Shemai. They got
Yeah.
you. You
Cat.
said she.
This
They
is-
got you,
You got-
Shemai.
hey,
They got you. They got you.
We both thought
It's
ourselves.
witchcraft, damn it!
Hey, just extra information. Bottom surgery is $25,000.
Ooh.
$25K.
Maybe he really does have an OF page.
He just might.
Right. Sheesh.
I wouldn't be surprised if the government's subsidizing this type of stuff for these people. You know,
Would be.
The majority
Don't
of
put it
insurance
behind-
companies
past.
covered bottom surgery.
You said what?
It said 90% of insurance companies cover
Wow.
bottom surgery.
Oh, well, there you go.
See what I'm
What's
saying?
what's the percentage?
90% of insurance.
Wow.
But granddaddy can't get his medicine. He can't pay for his medicine. Damn.
Wow.
Now, I want y'all to go to what also Yaku posted, Gay Activist Agenda. Because I want you to touch on you broke it down real nice. I don't know if y'all remember the show we did a while ago, dealing with the homo agenda in America and how they've been pushing it since, I forget the date, 60s, 70s, 80s. Like, it's nothing new. This is not 2023, 2022. Oh my God, where did this come from?
Right.
Nah, they've been working on this for years. 4 years.
Right.
So I want you to touch on.
Now go
Nah,
up
y'all just-
after
y'all
the ball.
just- y'all pulling
after the
up
ball.
random stuff. Come on now. It's a gay activist agenda.
Yeah, it says gay activist agenda. And it's after the ball.
But with something so crazy as people cutting their rods off, Esau's like, nobody gonna accept that in 2 years, 3 years. We gotta really carry this out over the span of 80, 100, whatever case years for it to be fully accepted, because that's to us it's crazy, but to somebody else that's in the world, they probably looking at it like, I might consider it.
Right.
Esau thinks he is light years ahead of us. We ain't got to throw it past our nose most of the time.
Right.
Read that.
After the ball.
Oh, this your stuff. You got it. No. I'm not saying you read. I'm saying. Yeah.
This is after the ball. How America will conquer its fear and hatred of gays in the 90s.
And Marshall Kirk and Hunter
Madsen.
Yeah. So this is a book, and the funny thing is this whole thing was sparked from an article that came about in 87, 88. And that was Marshall Kirk. He was a writer, newspaper magazine. But they actually ended up turning it into a book because the article was so popular. And from that, they actually listed an agenda that was set forth. So the magazine was telling of the agenda, but then the book came back and told the whole agenda. And this is exactly what played out. And you see gays in the 90s. So that article, like I say, was 87, 88. The book was around 90 or so. So we're talking 32, 33 years that they took to actually put all of this and make it happen. So like Kat was saying, it doesn't take 100 years for them. They plan something, and then they put everything they have behind it to make it happen, right? So let's read the list of them.
Gay activists agenda. 4 main objectives.
So 4 main objectives to this agenda.
Number 1, portray gays as victims.
So the first thing that they had to do was to portray gays as victims. So go out of this. Let's go to, because under it I got each little one. There's a.
So they really just switched up the gays, and Biden is over here talking about some trans as the victims now.
Right. So what, and that's what they did. So what they did by portraying gays as victims is first they came with the no bullying or the stop bullying campaign. And then the stop bullying, y'all remember, what was that, 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago maybe?
Oh, yeah. Bully up.
Yeah, in school, the stop bullying campaign. That stop bullying campaign was to make everybody feel bad about anybody saying anything against somebody at all, but the agenda was really to be pushed towards transgender. Let that play.
Press play, brothers.
And turn the volume up already so we can hear from the beginning, yeah.
That triangle button at the bottom left.
No, I'm using the bathroom. Well, she's looking at me while I'm using the bathroom. And they're trying to look at what they're doing. Look at them. I'm using the bathroom right now, and they just violated me. What's your name? What's your name? Oh my gosh, they just violated me. They're some perverts. Wow. You're a pervert. Y'all are perverts. There's no concern of no safety just because I'm using the bathroom.
Cirillo, you have been in the bathroom.
Wow, I can't believe you guys were just a pervert. Perverts.
All right.
That's all I gotta say.
Pause. So you see at the top this video, and this is the Sun. This is an incident that happened. Transgender teen films staff breaking into her toilet cubicle at school. So this is before, it was cool for men and women to use the same bathrooms. This is at the beginning of that. And what was that, like maybe 7 years ago? They were starting that, right? So you see how quickly that came around. So this is a boy in a girl's bathroom using a girl's bathroom without there being equal rights to do it. So this is showing that the first agenda that they were on, portray gays as victims. No, you're not a victim. You're a boy in the girl's bathroom.
Right.
And so they had to push this very heavily in the media to set people's minds towards this. Now let's go back to the agenda.
Number 2, make gays look favorable.
All right, so now let's go look at that. Let's look at make gays look favorable. All right, read that.
Exit that thing out at the top. I can't. Transgender teen Jazz Jennings proudly shows off battle wound scars after gender confirmation surgery.
So you see this? Now they make, oh look, hey, can we get rid of those things on the side, y'all? Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, bring it up. Bring the picture up. So there we go. All right. So this is the surgery. So what they're doing is they're showing battle scars, they say. They want to show that this is favorable for this boy who converted himself into a girl, that this is all okay. Look at it. Doesn't this look cool? He's so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. So the second part of the agenda was to make it look favorable. This is now you understand the importance of Dwayne Wade's son in the public eye and the way that they were pushing it. They didn't push it with Magic's son. Dude, too big, too strong.
Shoe size too big.
He wants to get no sympathy.
Yeah, that just
and then with what was the guy's name?
Bruce Jenner.
Yeah, winning the Woman of the Year.
Right, Woman of the Year, Bruce Jenner. And the first year that he's living as a quote unquote woman, he wins Woman of the Year.
Right.
So this is the second part of the agenda. They have to make it look favorable.
Now, before you, let's read this part that I just posted in the channel. Desensitization to go along with what you're saying. Make it look favorable. All y'all got to do is go to the channel and just pull up the PDF from the book. We actually did that show in 2021. Time fly, Lord have mercy.
Doesn't it?
But that's exactly what they're trying to do. That's why they show it on television a lot. Soften us up to it so we can be desensitized.
And it's going to get more and more outrageous. Trust me.
Hey, Cap, that's why I was telling you about that movie.
At the bottom. Mm-hmm.
That's why I was telling you about that movie, Cap, Idiocracy. It was on a long enough timeline of being stupid. Everybody's stupid on a long enough timeline. So this is what we getting towards.
Nah, y'all pulled up the wrong one. It's the one in the middle. It says
page 25, y'all. So it's the one right after this one. They got it coming. They got it. Yep, they got it. I don't know how they did that, but okay.
Okay, so it says, y'all gonna pull that off?
Y'all gonna pull it down so we can see the top?
Just read that part. Just read what you see. Desensitization. Y'all agree? The book is called The Marketing of Evil, so y'all can go by yourself. Go ahead.
It says, desensitization is described as inundating the public in a continuous flood of.
What the hell are y'all doing?
So desensitization is described as inundating the public in a continuous flood of gay-related advertising, presented in the least offensive fashion possible.
So now they've surpassed that,
right?
Because now they're at the point of that. This was the softer version because he's talking about back in the 70s and in the 80s as far as the desensitization. Now they've gotten to the point where it's not least offensive fashion possible.
Right.
It ain't that. They've gotten to the point where you got grown-ass men in their drawers talking about, I bleed.
Right.
We bleed too.
It's bold now.
We had people got periods or whatever it was.
They got paid for that.
They got paid for it.
Yeah.
The main thing is to talk about gayness until the issue becomes thoroughly tiresome. They add, seek desensitization and nothing more. If you can get straights to think homosexuality is just another thing, I don't know what it says after that, but that's the point. They're trying to get it to the point where, it's just another thing. Trannies out, they just, they're people. We're all people.
Right.
We're all one.
Right.
Hey, Cap, and I still remember, I go back to an earlier year in teaching. I had a student come up to me and say, because I was like, yo, where's oh no, I didn't even ask. I was in the front of my class, and the student was like, yeah, Kelly or whatever the name was. Kelly's not gonna be here. I was like, okay, I'm gonna mark her absent. She said, yeah, and then she replied, yeah, they're not gonna be here. And I was like, okay, her and who else? She was like, they. That's her pronoun, mister. And like I was froze for a second. I'm like, my mind couldn't compute. And she looked, I'm telling you, she looked at me like I was dumb as hell. And she just walked in the classroom. And I was like, damn. I was like,
how old is she?
This was like a 13-year-old. She looked at me like I was crazy because I didn't understand what she was saying. I was like, they not gonna be here.
We would all be confused. What the hell?
You say they,
but that's
she ain't gonna be here.
But that's the thing. Like it's just another thing to her. Like she believes that it's another thing. Like
she's been desensitized.
Yeah, desensitized.
At 13.
Wow.
Yep. They, them.
She said, "Aren't you a teacher, mister?" I was like, I mark you tardy.
Yeah, right.
I mark you tardy.
Yeah, you're going to be counted absent with them, so it's really a they.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. 13 years old, man.
But that's like babies. The babies that they don't want to mark the gender at birth, they call them thabies.
Wow.
That's the new title that they use are thabies. So they're not saying if they're boy or girl. They're just THEY.
They get diapers.
They get diapers. With a throttle.
Yeah.
Hungry, you want some milk?
Ain't no way, boy.
Dumbass.
Can we move past these dad jokes, please? Please, somebody help me. Can we go back to Austin Yaku's points, please? Quickly.
Hey, Cap, wow, we're in the middle of this. Can I get a scripture?
Yeah.
Before we
please. Please.
This is called in the scripts, right?
Yes, sir.
So let me get Matthew 20, 24, 22. Because you could just feel it, man. I don't see it getting much worse, but I'm sure it has to. It has to.
Oh, it's got to. It's going to.
It got to. But right now, we sitting in amazement when we're watching stuff like this. But it reminds me of this scripture right here. Read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 22. And except those days be shortened.
What days? These days. We in the last days right now. Read.
There should no flesh be saved.
No flesh would be saved. At the rate we going right here, everybody would be gay. It'd be no, it'd be no gender at all. It'd be one gender. It'd be weird, right? Read.
But for the elect's sake.
But for who?
The elect's sake.
Thank God that he left us a remnant and the elect, and thank God for this truth. Read.
Those days shall be shortened.
Thank God. It's no longer 24 hours in a day scientifically, you know? So I'd appreciate the scripture right there, and it would have been nice if we'd had a bomb or thank
Right.
Damn.
Right.
Oh, AV.
All right. Oh, AV. All right, so back on the agenda, number 3.
Number 3, make the victimizers look bad.
Make the victimizers, they're calling them victimizers. Make the victimizers look bad. So let's go to that one. Yep. Now this is an older article. There's some newer stuff out. As a matter of fact, who was it that just got in trouble? Oh, the basketball player.
He said no homo?
He said no homo. They just showed it this past Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the basketball player, after a game, they were saying something, and the brother just said no homo, talking about somebody looking really, we got some really good-looking guys on the team, no homo. And he got fined, what, like?
I don't know what the fine number was.
Yeah, he got fined, they fined him big numbers.
Like 40 grand or something.
Yeah, just for saying no homo. Yeah. For saying that a man looks good.
Watch your mouth.
But the person interviewing him immediately was like, "Oh yeah, legal office gonna have fun with that one."
Right.
I was like, "Dang."
Right. So on this one,
this is Bootsy Badass banned from Planet Fitness for Dwayne Wade transgender child comments.
So just because he made comments, and when he made the comments, he was on a video and he was working out at Planet Fitness.
Damn.
So Planet Fitness banned him for making the comments that he made while he was on live, while he was at Planet Fitness working out. So you've got to make those that are not in agreement with this and say anything against it, you've got to make them look bad. That was step number 3. Go back to it.
So they saw him working out there, and social media works so fast. They said, Planet Fitness, you okay with this?
Right.
Planet Fitness like, nah, we ain't.
And shut it down, banned him.
Mr. Badass, you can no longer come to our gym.
Right.
How bad is your ass now?
Number 4, undermine the authority of homophobic churches.
Undermine the authority of homophobic churches. Now, what happened with this? Yes. So we were actually targeted in this. We became a part of this. Black separatist suspect identified in shooting of transgender woman.
The hell is this?
You remember the case when but the brother hadn't been with us for some time. He had been gone, and that had been known, but they still tried to find a way to spin the story to make it look like that's what we were pushing and that he was affiliated with us, and that's the actions we take against that.
Yep.
Also, you had the churches, you had California that passed laws that that anybody that was clergy or church related, I'll say it like that, could not counsel LGBTQ people to try to tell them to come out of the LGBTQ lifestyle. That you could be fined and jailed. And I believe now, I don't want to accuse, but it was something like there was a fine or there was jail time that could be given if you were counseling in the state of California against homosexuality.
And then Jordan Peterson, I saw a video with him recently. He said for clinical psychologists, when they're with their clients and their client tells them that they feeling like the opposite gender, they have to affirm that.
They have to affirm
they have to affirm that by law now, or they'll lose their license.
By law, they have to affirm it or lose the license.
Which is why he's getting gone after right now. For those of you.
So this is a whole agenda that was put together. So anybody that thinks that is anything different, and in this article, does it show who was the one that listed that really was pushing this? We have to go through it too much. Anyway, it was the Southern Poverty Law Center, the SPLC, that was pushing this against us. Just so you know, so that means that they are affirming LGBTQ lifestyle.
Yep,
they're thoroughly affirming it. Just so it's known.
Yep. What was your next point? You had another point?
No, sir.
All right, go to the next one. Go back to the channel. I gotta walk AV through it real quick. Hold on.
Damn. Man, but you see how fast they be able to pass those laws for those Applebit people. They did it off the backs of us, the backs of our movement, the backs off the civil rights movement. Right. So they using us to perpetrate their fraud, man. They always using us on stuff.
Right.
All right, now go to. I'm gonna pull something over. Y'all say something real quick. I'm gonna pull something over from Officer Yalom.
Could I get Micah 2:1?
Micah 2 what?
In verse
You
1.
got to talk directly in the top.
Micah 2 verse 1.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Because these agendas that's being placed and being worked right now, they've been working them for a while, right? So Most High say death to them that do this type of divisive move. Read.
When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand.
So they sleep on it, they dream about it, and then it manifested in the morning. Read.
And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away, so they oppress a man and his house.
So they had the power to do these type of things, and that's oppressive. Whenever you could say, "Hey, baby, you a boy, and you really a girl," or "Girl, now you a boy." This is a powerful movement right here. Read. Is that it?
Even a man in his heritage.
And guess what? Our heritage is these commandments. So everything that they're doing is juxtaposed in direct opposition to God's commandments. And he said he started off with woe. Death is coming for these people.
That's right.
That's the end of that.
Go to the channel. Go to the bottom. That the middle one where it says New Testament has that picture. Pull it up first. I'm gonna walk y'all directly through it. Everything is at the bottom. This is probably where we're gonna end up ending the show. So very quickly, everything's at the bottom. Drop this, and let's pull that up. And pull everything else up in the background. It's all there. All right, so this is William Stevens, The New Testament World in Pictures. The New Testament World in Pictures. Now, go to those pictures.
It's about to get rocky.
Go to those pictures.
If you got chillins, get them out the room. I'm telling you now.
We got to bring it out. We're going
Right.
to put it in
Yes,
and bring
sir.
it back out again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All those pictures are there. Lord, I should have just.
You know what? I believe that they understand what they need to do at this point, Cap.
You think so?
I think so. I think so.
Let me do this. While y'all are doing that, I'm gonna help y'all out. I'm gonna buy y'all some time to pull all those pictures up and make them easy to get through because we're short on time.
Yes.
All right. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 5 and 1.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 5 and verse 1.
We're just gonna read. We're gonna read through all these different chapters. Go ahead.
It is reported commonly that there is fornication among you.
It's reported commonly amongst the church in Corinth that there was what?
Fornication among you.
That there was fornication among you. Go ahead.
And such fornication as is not so much as named among the Gentiles.
The other nations wasn't even doing what's being reported amongst y'all. Go ahead.
That one should have his father's wife.
That one should have his father's wife. So what was heavy in Corinth? Fornication. Go to the next book. Go to Galatians chapter 5 and verse 19.
The book of Galatians, chapter 5 and verse 19. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness.
Notice how the first 4 sins is all dealing with all sexual sins. The first 4 spirits that Paul dealt with the church in Galatia was sexual sins.
Sheesh.
Let's go to the next book. Ephesians 4. No. Ephesians 3. What do I want? Go to. Hold up, I gotta find it now. Ephesians chapter.
It's naming the same things.
4:22.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 22.
I'm sorry, verse 19.
Verse 19. Who being past, feeling have given themselves over unto lasciviousness, to work all uncleanness with greediness.
You see what they was dealing with? Lasciviousness and all uncleanness in the church in Ephesus. Next book. Chapter. Y'all help me out. Y'all got them up, AV?
Y'all got them all? Yes.
All right. Okay, let's go back to the pictures. We'll come back. All right. So y'all see these are various pieces of art from ancient Rome. So y'all know what this is, I think. Y'all see what it is? He has a big rod in the portrait, in the picture. Next one. You see the kind of artwork they got.
Right.
Now we know this isn't true, but this is what they y'all help me out. What's the fantasize about?
Right.
This is all they fantasize about. It's all in their art.
And this is still today. I mean, you still hear that exact same thing about black men from women of other races.
Yep. Go to the next one. Same thing. This is their art. Next one. This is their pottery. What is it called? Not pottery. Sculptures. These are their sculptures. They worship and serve the creature. They worship and serve rods.
The hell is this?
Next one.
What the hell?
The rod has wings.
Right. This is a wind chime hanging on somebody's porch.
Wow. Yes.
The damn tail is a rod. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Go to the next one. Now, yes. Now, y'all see this inordinate affection.
Right.
Bestiality, uncleanness, shameless uncleanness, bestiality. This is what they was doing. This was their art.
Right.
They loved this stuff. They got off on this stuff.
Right.
Go to the next one. I don't know if y'all got it. It was one more.
Yeah,
okay,
there it is.
You did? Okay. All right. So y'all see the columns, and then y'all see in the middle, what is it?
All right. What the hell?
This
The hell is this?
This is what was heavy. This is what was prevalent in ancient Rome. This was heavy in ancient Rome.
Right.
Now, play that little clip from that video.
And Cap, can I touch while they pulling that up?
Yep.
Today, the exact same thing is happening, right? You go different places. Disney, remember they put up that picture where they showed that Walt Disney was putting those in mixed with the castle and in various clips of those characters and cartoons. And then, if y'all remember the Superbad, oh boy, Jonah, what's his name? In every movie he plays in, his whole scheme is about that.
Hey, think about it. Alice in Wonderland, eat me. You eat the little box of eat me chocolates,
Yes.
and then she start growing like an erection and
Right.
shrinking,
Right.
back and forth. So
Yep. Same thing.
All right, play that.
You gay. Y'all niggas are gay. Nigga, you gay. That's gay.
That's it. All right.
Why are you gay?
Go to Colossians. Go to Colossians chapter. Somebody said y'all found something in Philippians.
3 and 5.
Colossians 3 and 5.
No, Philippians was the next one.
I'll look for the one in Philippians.
Yeah. Colossians 3 and 5.
The book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 5. Mortify, therefore, your members which are upon the earth. Fornication.
What?
Fornication.
Go ahead.
Uncleanness. Inordinate affection.
Inordinate affection, because this was all over Rome, all over their portraits, all over their paintings. This was their sculptures. Inordinate affection. Go ahead.
Evil concupiscence.
Evil sexual thoughts, sexual lust. Come on.
And covetousness, which is idolatry.
And covetousness, which is idolatry. Paul was warning all these churches, repent of the evil sexual desires in your mind. I know that's heavy in Rome, just as it is in America. Just as it is in America. Thessalonians 4:1.
The book of
4:3.
The book of Thessalonians, chapter 4 and verse 3. For this is the will of God, even your sanctification, that ye should abstain from fornication.
For this is the will of God, even your sanctification, that ye should abstain from what?
Fornication.
From fornication, come on.
That every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in sanctification and honor.
You should know how to possess your body in sanctification and honor to the Lord. Go ahead.
Not in the lust of concupiscence.
Not in the lust of evil sexual desires.
Even as the Gentiles, which know not God.
Even as the other nations who worship and serve the creature. Who worship and serve each other. Go from there. Go from there. Timothy 1 and 8. 1 and 9.
The book of
1 and 8.
1 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 8. But we know that the law is good if a man use it lawfully, knowing this, that the law is not made for a righteous man, but for the lawless and disobedient, for the ungodly and for sinners, for unholy and profane.
Unholy. Everything that we've seen is unholy and profane. Y'all saw the President of the United States of America, blasphemous as all hell.
Right.
Talking about trannies are in the image of God.
Right.
This place is unholy and profane. It's the habitation of devils. Come on.
For murderers of fathers.
So guess what? We need the laws. Stop listening to your Christian pastor talking about the laws is done away with.
Right.
We need the laws of God.
That's right.
Because we live in an unholy and profane place. We are in subjection to an unholy and profane people.
Yep.
Right.
Come on.
And murderers of mothers, for manslayers, for whoremongers, for them that defile themselves with mankind.
Everything that we've seen up to this point. Come on.
For men stealers, for liars, for perjured persons, and if there be any other thing that is contrary to sound doctrine.
And if there be any other thing that's contrary to sound doctrine, according to the glorious gospel of the blessed God, which was committed to my trust. So, brothers and sisters, Paul had to deal with sexual sins, lasciviousness, fornication in every church.
Right.
Because that's what was heavy at that time. So how much the more when you have America being the cage of every other captivity, every other sin, every other evil ruler in high places from all those captivities are back.
Right.
They're here today.
The hell is this?
With a minute left. You got anything, officers?
Got something. Philippians 2:15. Just to piggyback off of what you just said, Cap, because that was a heavy point you just made.
The book of Philippians chapter 2 and verse 15. That ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world.
So let that be our thought process as repentant Israelite men and women, that we be blameless and harmless in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation. Because what's more perverted than what we saw tonight?
Right.
Man, that's perverse. That's perversion. So that's my prayer. That's my prayer.
That's it. That's it. All praise to the Most High. And nothing's going to, the only thing that can purge this is fire. That's it.
Right.
There's nothing that's going to save America. They got to be purged with fire. That's it. That's it. And we wait for our Messiah to return and redeem us out of this profane and crooked nation. All right? So make sure y'all subscribe and follow us on IUIC Dallas on all social media platforms, Instagram at Dallas IUIC, Facebook at IUIC Dallas, TikTok at IUIC Dallas, YouTube at IUIC Dallas. Make sure y'all donate via PayPal, IUIC.Dallas at IsraelUnite.org. Lord's will, we'll see y'all back here next week. Y'all are tuning in the scripts.
Reloaded. In the scripts. You are listening to Reloaded. In the scripts. Reloaded. You are listening to In the scripts. Reloaded.
That's free from freedom. And I got so many reasons. All my people need freedom. All my people need freedom.
Set up from the south side of Jerusalem. Trials in my life.